What if your worst day started in heaven? What if your suffering was part of a courtroom debate? What if your name was spoken above the clouds? Before you felt the pain, before the loss, before the tears, heaven was already watching, and one man became the center of a cosmic trial. His name was Job, and this story will change how you see suffering. The story does not begin on earth, it begins in heaven. A gathering of heavenly beings standing before God, and one more entered, the accuser. Satan stood among them, not chained, not destroyed, but present. God spoke first. Where have you come from? From roaming the earth, watching, studying, searching. Then God asked something shocking. Have you considered my servant Job? Silence filled heaven. A human name echoed above. Job, faithful, upright, blessed, protected. Satan smirked. Does Job fear you for nothing? You built a hedge around him. You blessed everything he has. Remove it, and he will curse you. This was not about money, not about cattle, not about comfort. It was about loyalty. Is faith real without reward? Is love real without blessing? God answered calmly, everything he has is in your hands, but do not touch him. Permission was granted. Boundaries were drawn. The trial began, and earth had no idea. The storm moved. One servant ran to Job. The oxen were stolen. Another voice screamed. Fire fell from heaven. Another arrived breathless. Raiders attacked. Then the final messenger, pale, shaking, your children. Silence. They are gone. In one single day, wealth vanished, security shattered, future destroyed, the house collapsed, his sons buried, his daughters gone, dust in the air, grief in his chest. Heaven watched. Satan waited. Would he curse? Would he break? Job stood, then he fell, not in rage, but in worship. He tore his robe, shaved his head, bowed to the ground. Naked I came, naked I return. The Lord gave, the Lord has taken away. Blessed be his name. Heaven heard it, Satan saw it. Faith survived, but the trial was not over. Heaven gathered again. Satan returned. God spoke. First, he still holds integrity. Satan replied quickly, skin for skin, touch his body. Then he will curse you. Another challenge. God allowed it, but set a limit. Spare his life. Pain entered his flesh. Sores covered his body, from head to toe, burning, unbearable. He sat in ashes, scraping wounds with broken pottery. His wife spoke, curse God and die. Even hope sounded tired. Job answered softly, shall we accept good and not trouble? Heaven watched again. Satan waited again, but Job did not curse. Friends arrived. They sat in silence 7 days, no words. Then accusations began. You must have sinned. God is punishing you. They were wrong. Heaven already knew the truth. This was not punishment. This was testimony. Job cried out. He questioned. He wept. He wrestled. He felt abandoned. Silence felt heavy, but silence is not absence. Then suddenly, a whirlwind formed, thunder rolled, and God answered, not with explanation, but with power. Where were you when I laid the earth's foundation? Creation spoke, oceans roared, stars shimmered, mountains stood tall. God revealed scale, God revealed wisdom, God revealed sovereignty. Job understood something deeper. He did not need answers, he needed trust. He repented of doubt, not of hidden sin. Heaven was satisfied, the accuser was silenced, the trial ended. God restored him, double blessing returned, new sons, new daughters, long life, prosperity again. But the real victory was unseen. Faith had been proven, loyalty survived loss, and limits were exposed. Satan is powerful, but not unlimited. He must request permission. He cannot move freely. Boundaries remain. Do not touch his life. A line heaven drew. Hell could not cross it. Your battle is not chaos. It is measured, supervised, limited. Satan cannot read minds. He studies patterns, but he is not all-knowing. He is not omnipresent. He roams, but he is not infinite. He can test, but not cancel destiny. Job was shaken, but not destroyed. That was not luck, that was limit. He can tempt, whisper, pressure, but he cannot control choice. Job chose worship, and Job was not the only trial in the wilderness. Another confrontation began, not with Job, but with Jesus Christ, tempted with bread, tempted with power, tempted with kingdoms, but temptation failed. Again, then came the cross. Darkness covered the land, hope seemed buried. It looked like defeat, but heaven was not silent. 3 days passed, the stone moved, the grave opened, resurrection. Shattered accusation, the accuser lost again, once in Job's suffering. Once at the cross, and he still loses today, because limits remain. He cannot outpower God, he cannot outlast truth, he cannot outvote heaven. The final verdict is written, faith still wins. Maybe your struggle is not random, maybe heaven is watching, maybe your name was mentioned, maybe your integrity matters, maybe silence is preparation. Maybe delay is design, maybe the trial is testimony. The unseen realm is real, the battle is bigger, but so is the protection, so is the purpose, so is the power. You are not alone, even in loss, even in pain, even in silence, especially in silence, when everything is gone. Faith can remain. Some battles start on earth, but are decided in heaven. The accuser speaks loudly, but heaven speaks last. The storm feels endless, but limits still exist. The trial feels personal, but it may be eternal, and when it ends, faith will stand, heaven will declare, and victory will echo. So if you are in a storm, this is not the end. If you are in silence, heaven is not absent. If you are under pressure, limits still exist. You may not see the courtroom, but it exists. You may not hear the debate, but it happens. Your faith matters, your loyalty matters, your integrity matters, and when the story is told, it will not be about the loss, it will be about the loyalty, not about the pain, but about the perseverance, not about the attack, but about the endurance. The accuser does not win, faith does, heaven decides, and God speaks last. If this strengthened you, stay for more unseen truths, because the spiritual war is real, and the victory is written. This is only the beginning, and faith still wins.